So tribe, I really don't want to make this video too long. I just want to touch on a couple things for the full moon lunar eclipse we're having tonight. Nothing too crazy, but just to I wish I would have did this sooner, man. I just had so much going on, man. But I hope it uploads and reaches whoever it's supposed to reach in time. This is a real, chaotic time for some of us. Real, emotions are really running high. Most of us are in deep transformation right now, and are in alignment. And so we've been out here grounding ourselves and, not being hard on ourselves, eating more when we need to eat more. Really just getting grounded for tonight, because it's powerful. I'm really distracted, so I don't know. A lot of you may be distracted because I'm not even trying to really channel. I was really just trying to get this out, and I'm just tapped into an energy of just really like being present, but not being present. Like eyes really glossed over. You could be under psychic attack a lot. Like that energy just now made me want to throw some frankincense on my charcoal and cleanse my space. So be sure to be cleansing your space tonight. I just want to talk to you. If you first of all, just the very first thing that I recommend for people to be doing tonight is to write down all the things that no longer serve you. It's really great for cleansing, for removing things from your life that you don't want. Get you a fireproof container and put some herbs in it that represent cleansing, vanishing. Or put some charcoal in the burner, throw some frankincense in there, throw some sage. Set some sage on fire, get it in a fireproof bowl, container, go outside, and really write down the things. And there's tons of clearing herbs, cleansing herbs, tons of things that you can put in this pot. You can put salt. You can put nothing. You can light it, have a candle in just a pot if you don't got nothing else. And set your, I want you to really sit down and write all the things that you want to release, that you are done with, that you are ready to release, and set it on fire, set it on fire, let it completely burn out in this fireproof bowl, and then dispose of those ashes just away from you. Put them down the drain. You can dispose them away from your home. It's really powerful to do a releasing ritual on the full moon, but especially tonight, really take advantage of these energies. If you are new to doing magic, if you're dibbling and dabbling, or you're just starting, or just be careful with some of the rituals that you're doing tonight. Please, just be sure to really ground yourself. Really be careful with your energy. Be careful with these energies that you're working with. I really wouldn't recommend working with more than one spirit at a time tonight. If you're new to this, if you're trying to conjure a spirit, or make a connection with a certain deity, just be careful of that. Be aware of that. I really recommend that you don't do any rituals, any spell work on anyone else but yourself tonight. Please don't do work for other people. Don't do work on other people. Do work on yourself. I'll get there and I'll talk. I made some notes. I'll talk real quick about some of the rituals that you can do, and obviously you can do whatever you want to do. This is just me just giving you some advice. Take what you want, leave the rest. You know what I'm saying? Don't take anything if you don't want. It's just me giving you a little love for whoever might need it. Just be sure to ground yourself as much as possible. Cleanse your space and yourself. Take soft baths. If you can take a salt bath tonight, take a salt bath tonight. Really look up some herbs for cleansing, for protection. You can throw some rosemary in there. You can throw some Florida water in there, some salt, some rue, some hyssop. Hyssop is really great for removing the karma in your DNA. You know, it's a really, and for other things, but it's a really powerful herb. I really like working with it. You can also work with thyme. Um, you know, but you can do your own research too. You know, a lot of you know what herbs do what, and for those who don't, you can always look it up and learn. It's now's the time to learn and empower yourself, uh, and see what you want to add to your spiritual bath. But if you have some time to do it, I definitely think that you should. Uh, um, Cleanse your space, you know, frankincense, sage, whatever you use. You know, if you're going to use sage, make sure that you are opening all your windows, and when you cleanse the space all the time, you're supposed to open your windows and stuff. But just make sure if you're using sage that you're really cleansing out all your space, cleansing out. Cleansing out those energies by opening all the windows and all the doors or whatever, but also lighting some incense afterwards to draw in those, some sweet smelling incense to draw in the energies that you want afterwards. Because everybody leaves you when you light sage, even your ancestors, even everybody who's with you leaves, even the ones that you want with you. um I'm already 6 minutes in. Okay, I don't want this to be long. Wear grounding stones. Hopefully you already are. You already have been. But wear grounding stones. Black tourmaline, hematite. I'm not really into stones like that. I think like lava rock is good for grounding. Garnet is good for grounding. Um, do your research. Find some stones that you like, or use stones that you have that are for grounding, and keep them on you. Keep them close to you tonight. Um, Keep your dark crystals with you. Dark crystals absorb excess energy. They're really good for empaths. So, keep your amethyst on you, your smoky quartz. That's all I got off the top of my head. But if you're a crystal lover, then you'll figure it out. Just really do things that make you feel good tonight. I really suggest that you do things that make you feel good and that raise your spirit. And when you raise your spirit, you raise the spirits. Dance. Dance, really connect to people, have good conversations, laugh, sing, play music. It's a really great way to connect to spirit. When you dance, when you gyrate your hips, you conjure. You start conjuring. You do, you know. Avoid using hard drugs if you can. I'm not judging nobody's vices. Just be really careful tonight, please. I would suggest the same with alcohol. You just be really careful. These chaotic energies are out tonight. These these chaotic energies are out tonight in a real way. They're looking for somebody to attack. Please don't let it be you. Please. There's just the added potential for things to go wrong. During these times, for things to be super chaotic, and just be careful. Uh, and it's okay if you don't do your rituals exactly when the eclipse starts. Like I think on my side, Eastern Standard Time, it's like exactly at midnight. I don't know where everybody else's is. I'm not I'm not into that. I'm not an astrologer. I'm just an intuitive tarot reader, and I just be getting certain messages, and I also receive messages from other readers, and you know, some of my own messages that have come to me, and certain other videos that I've been watching lately. The Spirit has led me to watch too. Um, One in particular, one of my favorite witches is Mystic at the Crossroads. It's funny because she calls herself your favorite witch's favorite witch. And, Soul Tribe, gang, gang. A lot of y'all, I'm your favorite witch, and that is my favorite witch. Like, although you should be your favorite witch, you are your favorite witch. You my favorite witch, okay? I love y'all, Soul Tribe. Um, Go follow her, Mystic at the Crossroads. She's really powerful, and if you're into money magic, she will teach you some things. She will teach you how to get money. I've done my own versions of a lot of rituals that she's uh, shown, and done videos on, and shared, and they work. But I just want to say that it's okay. One of the things that she said that somebody said, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if it was her or someone else, but something else I read, or she said was, just to stress the fact that it's okay, not to, don't feel pressure to have to do the rituals at exactly the time of the eclipse. You can do it right before, you can do it right after, and still get those energies, but a lot less intense. You know, if you are uncomfortable, or if you feel really ungrounded, or if you're just a beginner. You're just a beginner at doing spell work. Uh, I guess disclaimer that many practitioners do suggest against doing magic again on the full moon or the lunar eclipse. You know, I don't. If it's about you, you know, my thing is do not do any magic on anyone else tonight, for anyone else tonight. And also it's good for manifesting, you know, something really specific. If you want to manifest something really specific, tonight is a good night to do it. But really use this time for releasing, man. I really can't stress this enough. Use this time for releasing, man, because you don't understand the blessings that are going to come in for us with this season. And I don't want to hear shit about Leo season no more, because Leo season is about to be turned. Y'all been talking shit about 2020 all year. Watch, Leo season is about to be turned, and the rest of 2020, just watch, just wait, just hold on tight. All the hard work that you've been putting in is gonna pay off, man. It's gonna pay off. So use your best judgment. You know, when you're doing your rituals tonight, when you're setting your intentions, if you want to manifest something specific, but do your work, use your best judgment of really doing your work for yourself. Strengthening your gifts. This is time to really see what you're made of, man. We are the superheroes. We are the superheroes. And nobody told you. We are them that they make the comics about, that they make the movies about. We are them. You're not tapping into all your gifts. And even if you are, it gets better. It gets better. So keep showing up. Keep coming. So you can do a ritual tonight on your gifts if you want, or just really do, when you do some shit to really release yourself, you strengthening your spirit too, you strengthening your gifts too, you're releasing to receive what's meant to come to you. Yeah, man, just see where you need to work on yourself, see where you really need to strengthen your spirit. I was stressing that in my notes. This is a great time to give yourself a reading. If you don't give yourself a reading often, use this energy to give yourself a reading, because those spirits are out. You can really connect with those spirits. This is also a great time to connect with one spirit in particular. If there's a deity that you've been trying to work with and manifest, to come connect with you. And I also would say that if you're gonna give yourself a reading, really focus on you and your goals. Don't like try to give yourself a love reading. Like, no, like worry about yourself and work on yourself. Reground yourself. Reground yourself as often as you need to throughout the night with these energies. Reground yourself and transmute any extra energy in a healthy and creative way. Don't get lost in your minds. Don't let the psychic attacks take you somewhere you don't want to be. Transmute that energy into something creative, productive, something that makes you feel good. I don't care how you do it. Transmute the energy, get it off you. Don't keep it. Don't keep it. Some people see, what did I say? Some people see right. Some people see the lunar eclipse cycle some people see this lunar eclipse as the entire lunar cycle in one night. It's a lot. It's about deep transformation. Like, you know, and this is why, like, that glazed over look that I was talking about when I first got here. A lot of you are already feeling that energy and really, like, zoning the fuck out and reliving your life, and just, you know, the last few months of your life, or the last year of your life, the last 2 years of your life. Like, I want to say the last 2 years of your life. That's what I'm hearing. 2 years of your life. You know, just don't get lost in that shit, but really honor that, and really honor the downloads that are coming to you. So understand how powerful it is, and how it's going to affect you and your emotions, and why it's important not to get too fucked up. 14:14 on the clock, I just saw. You feel me? A lot of people do spell work tonight on lunar eclipses, because they really feel that their spell work is intensified. It's really strengthened. It really augments the power of their spells. So there's that. You know, use your discretion. But just be really careful if you really feel like you know you're fragile. If you really feel like your psyche is fragile. If you really feel like you're not in the best spirits. You're really depressed. You've really been down. Really take extra care with yourself tonight. Really be gentle with yourself. Really do not surround yourself with people who are going to trigger the worst parts of you or really take you somewhere you don't want to go. Please don't do it. We can talk about some good spells that are good to do tonight. Like I said, definitely to do a releasing spell of some sort. For me, I call it a spell, but it's not really, whatever. Use the word that you want to use, but just a releasing ritual. And I always work by candlelight, me personally. Uh, so I'd work with a black candle, for me. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You do whatever feels good to you. You do it how it feels good to you. You don't have to work by anything. You could just do what feels good to you. But spells to increase psychic awareness, divination, intuition. Purple candles do that. Empowerment, ambition, wisdom, psychic awareness. Purple candles. So you got a purple candle. You got a purple ritual candle. I also want to say this, that if you are familiar with doing magic, that if you're going to do, let's say, a 7-day candle, if you light a 7-day candle for you tonight, it's not going to be finished for the next 7 days. So, unless your candle is to help you release some shit, then it'll just work with those waning moon energies to help you release. Cool, no problem. But if you want something's power to be, if you want the spell to be completed tonight, and you want the power to really, the full moon, the full moon lunar eclipse energies, the powers, those powers, 1616 on the clock, to really go into your spell, you have to use like a ritual candle. Use a candle. Use something that is going to burn out tonight. That you're gonna be able to finish tonight. Or tomorrow. You know what I mean? While you still have those full eclipse, the full moon eclipse energies, lunar eclipse energies, because you're not gonna have those energies to help you when your spell is done if you start now. Like if you wanted something to finish, if you had a 7-day candle and you wanted it to finish for the full moon, you should have started it 7 days ago. Does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense to you. If you need me to clarify, just leave it in the comments and just let me know. Healing rituals, especially healing your womb. Yoni steams are great. I am definitely doing a yoni steam tonight, among other rituals that I'm doing. But yoni steams are really great. What else? Just working on yourself, man. Just work on yourself, man. Really work on yourself, man. Really look at yourself, man. I'm telling you, this is a really great night for deep self-reflection. This is a night for invoking a deity that you want to work with. If you want to work with, this is any magic related to strengthening your spirit, your self-esteem, or paying homage to any lunar gods that you may work with. This is a great night to do that. That's really it. That's really it, tribe. That's really it. I hope you have a wonderful full moon. Safe, happy, healthy, productive, healing. I hope you really protect your energy. I hope you really protect your emotions. 1818 on the clock. Really protect your space tonight. Okay? I love you. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.